Tableau, Power BI, data warehouses, like on-prem data warehouses, as well as monitoring to like Splunk, minings, data mining with a different type of query. And also we used to work with Snowflake also. So coming to my experience, I work for mostly on data part. So from past 8 years onwards, I am on the data part only, like data analysis, data segregations, data transformations, and the data storing. Okay. Coming to the Snowflake, I will give you real-time topics and I will provide you real-time topics and I will provide you interview questions. Within the class itself, I will teach you real-time scenarios. So what the purpose and where we can use exactly. So I will explain everything on the class itself and I will give you resume guidance and a resume shape up, interview guidance. So up to the job placement, I will give you complete support. So here I will cover you both Snowflake administration as well as the development part. It's nearly taking 40 hours time to complete these sections. So Monday to Friday, we have classes, Saturday optional. So somewhere we will take the Saturday classes also, but I will inform at Friday itself, whether you have a class or not. I will give you complete support on WhatsApp, like doubts and other stuffs. And I will share all the documents with WhatsApp itself. And also I will show you reference documents in docs.snowflake.com to enhance our skill set. Okay. At the time of practice, if you have any doubts or if you're stuck anywhere, you just make the screenshot and you can place that into your WhatsApp group or personal message so that I will try to explain that error or problem in your practice. Okay. So you can utilize me to learn the things. I am very free person, not free. I am very interested to clear your doubts. I am very much interested to clear your doubts. So anytime you can contact me. Okay. At my free time, I will try to clear your doubts and errors. Coming to the job openings, there we have a lot of job openings are there. There we have a lot of job openings are there. So there we have a total MNC companies are taking Snowflake profiles. Now only the Snowflake having a getting very much booming in IT industry. So many people are using Snowflake for their own storages, bulk of storages. So nowadays, almost all companies are choosing the Snowflake for better purposes and better storage capacities for the data warehouses. Coming to the packages, so you can get up to 20 to 30 lakhs also, almost 25 to 30 lakhs also. So one of my friend, he keep their experience up to 7 years on IT, around 8 years of an IT. In Snowflake, he keep only 2.5 to 3 years experience. You got 23 lakhs package. We had got 23 lakhs package. And these packages are depends upon your packages right now, how much you are getting. Based on that only, you will get a packages. If you have technically skilled or if you have good technical skills and you show the technical skills at the time of interview, yes, even though you have a less package also, they will offer you good packages and huge packages. So it depends upon your curiosity, depends upon your technical skills, depends upon your packages. Okay. Depends upon your negotiation with HR. These packages will be decided. But coming to that, it is very, very huge packages. Okay. So our course content cover you up to 4 to 5 years experience within the Snowflake itself. So you can keep your experience within the Snowflake up to 4 years experience. Up to 4 years experience in my course content. Okay. Next, what are the prerequisites for learning the Snowflake? Actually, the prerequisites SQL, structured query language, and any data warehouse or ETL or any BI tools like Power BI, Tableau, and other things like QuickQ, ClickSense, or any other things like ETL, like data stages, Informatica, Talent, MS SQL, like multiple ETLs are there, Informatica like that. So you can use that also. Okay, that will be taken as a prerequisite. And also you have a SQL knowledge or you work for the SQL, MySQL or Oracle. That is also one of the prerequisite. So here, the prerequisites are all the branches of your Snowflake. So actually, Snowflake is a centralized, centralized technology. So there we have lots of branches like SQL, okay, and ETL, and also we have a other data warehouses, and also we have a knowledge, no, we have a BI analytics or data science people also will use this Snowflake. Okay. Actually, these are the prerequisites, but according to me, according to myself, no need of any prerequisites to learn my course. Why? Because I will teach you from the scratch itself, and including basics also cover in this session, including basics of SQL and data warehouse concepts and other things also covered in this Snowflake course content. So according to me, no prerequisites are needed. So according to me, my classes is enough to learn much more things. Okay. If you know some basic computer operations like seeing movie, playing games, creating files or documentations, and also you know computer, you are familiar with computer or laptop, and you are doing some operations, or if you have any knowledge on any like Excel, Microsoft, whatever it may be, if you are familiar with the computer, that is more than enough. So if you understand my language, that is also more enough to learn this Snowflake and get the job. Okay. And whatever the required documents, whatever the stuff you needed for the particular Snowflake to practice and to get the job, everything I will give you based on your interests. Based on your interest. This what exactly? Now coming to the Snowflake. Today my agenda is what is Snowflake and why Snowflake. Today my agenda is what is Snowflake and why Snowflake. So before going to what is Snowflake and why Snowflake, so do you have any questions you can ask me? So first of all, go online people. So do you have any questions? Please ask me. Bharat and Shiv Madhav, ready?
Sir, is there any chance to move the batch to morning time? Because I'm working at evening shift, so it could not be possible to join
Okay,
this time.
no problem. Please, first listen your demo. If you are
Okay.
okay, please consent to the concerned person. So next week, I think so we will start. We are going to start one more batch for morning. So they will
Okay.
keep on update on it. First,
Okay,
listen the
thanks.
demo. Whether I will correct to teaching the classes or not. Whether you are understanding my classes or not. First, you go through that first. Okay.
Okay, okay. Thank you.
What about the Bharat? Topics that is going to cover, sir. Okay, I will teach. I will show you what we can content also. No problem. 1 second. So, Madhav, you are expecting morning classes.
Yes, sir, I am only expecting.
Okay, fine. What about Bharat? Do you have any questions up to now? So one more request for you go online people, Bharat and Shiv Madhav. I ping one link in your message tab. Okay, meeting chat.
Yes, sir, it's a form filling, right?
Yes, please fill that form so that people will concern you. Okay, they will
Okay,
upload you
sir.
and they will try to give the support.
Okay, sir.
Please fill that form. And then again, you are attending the classes means no problem. So today you already attend now. Please listen the class. If you are okay, so some concerned people will give you some assistance to get the training on morning sections. Okay,
Okay, sir.
good to that. Now, add background. I had background disturbance, not able to on mic. Sorry, no problem, no problem. So, do you have any questions? You can ping me, Bharat Kosur. Okay, no problem. No need to talk. Also, if you have any questions, you can ask me. No problem. Next, Padmaja. So now you join. So, do you have any questions in next slides? Also, please ask me anytime. You can ask me your questions. So, Padmaja, for you also, please fill that form. I just ping that in your chat box. So these are the complete information about you. So the concerned people will come and touch with you with the details. Thank you. So next, I want to show one slide, what topics I will cover you. So actually, The Snowflake is a cloud data warehouse. Okay. Here, for example, this is our cloud data warehouse example. Okay. That is Snowflake means my main focus is on Snowflake. In the Snowflake, I will cover you from the basics of what is Snowflake, why Snowflake, where Snowflake, when Snowflake, and how Snowflake. How to install the Snowflake, how to practice the Snowflake, and how to query the data in Snowflake. SnowSQL I will explain you. And there we have different topics like how to create a computing, how to create a databases, how to create a tables, how to create a schemas. And also I used to tell about the topics like zero copy cloning, data sharing, file save, and masking the data, and also time travel. And also we have a data integrations with the cloud like AWS cloud and Azure cloud. And also we used to work with different types of performance issues and optimization of such queries, and the roles creation and users creation. And also we used to work on resource monitoring activities. Complete Snowflake, almost all 90% I will go to cover and Snowflake with a SQL. Okay, that is the first point. And the second point is I will cover you basics of SQL query. So why? Because so almost all will be based on SQL only. Even though if you don't know SQL also, don't worry about it. I will cover you basics of SQL, and also ETL, basics of ETL. And then in the ETL also I will cover you latest tool like Matillion. So basics of ETL. And also I will cover you integration with the BI tools, how to integrate with BI tools, and how to fetch the data from the Snowflake. We will see that from integration also. This is what exactly our course content. So what I will do, so I will share the course content to you after this class. Please fill that form. Accordingly, we will share that content to you. Okay. And then coming to the Snowflake. Why Snowflake? What is Snowflake actually? Snowflake is a cloud data warehouse. So here, Snowflake is a cloud data warehouse. Now tell me, what is cloud and what is data warehouse? Data warehouse is nothing but one type of database, which will call it as a centralized repository, which will stores the data coming from different range of sources. So whatever the data coming from the different range of sources will be stored in one place, that we call it as a centralized repository. And it is also called as one type of database, that we call it as a data warehouse. So data warehouse is nothing but one database which will store a bulk and huge data coming from the different range of sources. Sir, suppose in your home you have one storeroom. What is the purpose of your storeroom, sir? We can store our products which was unused. You are not using some products, you are just storing that products in the storeroom. Why you are going to store that products in the storeroom? Because for the future analytics process, for the future purpose. So basically you feel that if these products will be used on future, so that's why you are storing some products, unused products, into storeroom. In future, if you want to use the products, you can get back from that storeroom and you can use it. Simply data warehouse is also same like that. It will store huge and bulk of data for future analytical purpose. What is database actually? Database is not for future analytical process. Present. I will go with in-depth of database later. So present. Actually, databases are multiple types. Databases are exclusively used for shorter period of time, and huge data also we can maintain, but shorter period of time. Whereas data warehouses are not like that. It will be used for bulk of data. And one more important thing, databases are OLAP systems, online transactional process systems, whereas data warehouses are online analytical process systems. That is the main difference. What is OLTP, what is OLAP, we'll discuss later. Now, data warehouse is nothing but it is one of the centralized repository which will stores the data coming from the different range of sources. That is data warehouse. Now tell me, what is cloud? What is cloud? So if you want to know about your cloud, I want to teach you about on-prem first. So we need to show you differentiation between the on-prem and cloud. Then you can understand the cloud. What is on-prem? On-prem is nothing but we need a resources in IT industry. We need a resources in IT industry. What the resources you want in IT industry? What the resources you want in IT industry? We need router, we need switches, networking devices, CPU, RAM, storages, and other stuff. Okay, these all we call it as a resources. This all we call it as a resources. All these resources will be maintained on company premises only. All these resources are maintained on company premises only. That refers to on-prem. So shall I show the PPT? Yes, I'm going to show the PPT once again. What is cloud and what is on-prem? Cloud computing. Cloud computing, by cloud computing, what is on-prem and what is cloud platform? So we need a resources in IT industry. We need a firewalls, router, switches, RAM, CPU, networking, storages, and other things. So all these resources will be maintained on, all these resources will be maintained on company premises only. Company premises only. That refers to on-prem. All these resources will be maintained on. That refers to on-prem. Next, what is cloud? All these resources will be maintained on some other place. See, all these resources will be maintained on some other place. And via internet, you are accessing that resources. Via internet, you are going to access your resources. See here. The cloud refers to servers that are accessed over the internet and the softwares and databases that run on those servers. Whatever the databases and the softwares running on those servers will be accessed by internet. That refers to cloud. That refers to cloud. See here, all the resources will be maintained on some other place and that will be accessed by a internet. Let's say, for understanding purpose, what is cloud and what is on-prem? For example, on-prem refers to your food on home. Home food is on-prem, whereas hotel food is a cloud actually. Why I am assume that these things means, why I am taking the example of home food and hotel food means actually I'm not talking about health and other security reasons. Okay, I'm talking about usages and wastages. Okay, so here on-prem means, for example, your home food means you need to buy all the ingredients. Okay, and you need to buy all the dishes to cook, and you need to take care about the gas and other things, and you need to take care about the products which was used to cook the food. Okay, and also you need to take care about the quantity of your food also. Okay, and about taste, something like that. Taste is nothing different, quantity of food and other things. But here, coming to the hotel, no need of all these things. If you have a money, whatever you are eating, for that only you will pay the money. You have a money, you just go to the hotel and you can pay. And if there we have a chance of multiple things you can choose from that hotel. So what are the drawbacks are on home? What are the drawbacks on home food, and what are the benefits you are getting with hotel food, sir? So drawbacks are everything you need to take care. First, you need to invest some money to purchase some ingredients and the products to cook it. And also, for example, let's say you are going to eat two people. Unfortunately, one guy came. That time you don't have food for the third guy. Limitation. Suppose you cook for the three people. Okay. Unfortunately, one guy was not eaten the food. Waste of your resources. Waste of your food. Okay. And also time to prepare the food. And maintenance, everything you need to clean and everything you need to do. And I don't want to compare with latency and disaster right now. So these are the problems, actually, major problems. But coming to the hotel, no investments. After eating food only, you can purchase, you can pay. How much of your eating you can pay. No limitation also. You want 3 people, 4 people, 5 people, you can go and eat, and you can pay based on your eating. Utilization. Use in like what we can, no time taken, already prepared, we just eat it. No waste of resources also. How much you want, you can buy it and you can pay it. These type of activities. Simply drawbacks of on-prem. What are on-prem drawbacks actually? One is need use capital requirement. You need to invest more money, sir. You need to invest more money. That is the one of the first thing. Every time people are feeling bored or feeling burden to invest some money on starting of your companies. The first thing is use to invest more money, first thing. And limited scaling also. Let's say, for example, you brought 10 servers today. Unfortunately, you want to set up one more 10 servers for the particular activity. Again, you need to purchase. Na? For example, suppose you brought 1 TB storage for your compute for your activities. Unfortunately, 1 TB is not sufficient. You want to store 2 TB. No 2 TB. Again, you need to invest now. Limitation is there. How much you are purchasing, for that only you need to pay. You need to use. If you want to use more means, again you need to invest. That is the limitation. Use infrastructure required. Yes, you need to have a one office, and you need to have a one climate controller, and you need to set up everything in your office, and one admin people needs to take care about it. Everything, use infrastructure required. And time taken also. Installation of your computers, operating systems, drivers, and everything, time taken. Waste of resources also. Let's say you brought a 1 TB storage, but you are replacing 50 GB only, or 500 GB only. Now tell me, what about the remaining 500 GB? That are waste of your resources, na? Waste of your resources. Same like that, latency issues also. Let's say you set up your data center on Hyderabad, but your users are in USA. Your users from Canada. Your users from UK. So latency issues will get. So to such the data. Maintenance overhead, you need to take care about all the maintenance, patches, upgradations, and everything you need to take care. Disaster recovery, no disaster recovery. Let's say if cyclone will come and collapse your data center, no disaster recovery. These all are the drawbacks of your on-prem. Whereas cloud, these all will be achieved. No investment, just take the account, how many services you want, how many servers you want, how much storage you want, you just take it, and monthly you can pay how much of based on your usage. Limited scaling, no limited scaling. High scaling is available. Today you want 50 servers, tomorrow you want 100 servers, tomorrow, day after tomorrow you have 1 lakh servers, you can go. How many servers you want, they can easily provide. Okay. Use infrastructure, no infrastructure, basic laptop and mobile is also enough to do your work, to connect the remote servers. No infrastructure required. No time taken installations also. Why? Because they're having images, just start your images is enough. Then it will install the operating systems like Windows, Linux, Mac, like that. No waste of resources also. Why? Because how much resources you are using, for that only you will pay. No wastage. Today you want 100 servers. Okay, you pay for 100 servers. Day after tomorrow you want only 50 servers. You just pay for 50 only. Anytime you can reduce and anytime you can increase. Auto scaling is possible. Latency issues, no latency issues also there. Why? Because based on your traffic, based on your users, you can set up your You can set up your data centers in multiple regions also. Multiple reasons also. No maintenance. Everything will be taken care by them only. Just we will take the account and we will use the resources and we will pay the monthly bill based on your usages. No disaster recovery also. Yes, there is a disaster recovery also. Why? Because they are having a high availability activities. Let's say you choose a Mumbai region. In Mumbai region itself, 3 high availabilities are there. That means they will maintain a copies of data, even though one high availability was not available. So remaining two high availability regions will give the services. Let's say paint, for example. You store in Mumbai, for example, to store the data in Mumbai, for example, let's say it is AWS. AWS is one of the cloud vendor, best cloud vendor, one of the most important cloud vendor. So in AWS, cloud is data center is in Mumbai. Okay, Mumbai. Let's say your data is in Mumbai. In Mumbai itself, there we have a 3 high availabilities of service. Okay, your data will be stored in one place itself, but they will maintain a 2 copies extra. So even though this will be collapsed also, you'll get access with this data. Even though this will collapse also, you'll get this access. Clear? Like that, you will get high availability of data. Even though a disaster happened also, nothing will happen. We will get high availability of data. Clear? These are the achievements on cloud. That's why people are looking for cloud. Actually, they will provide infrastructure, security, LCT, software, hardware upgrades, software as a service. So actually, software as a service means they will provide applications, software, data, operating systems, physical servers, virtual machines, physical storages. They will providing the SaaS, PaaS, and IaaS. SaaS means software as a service. PaaS means platform as a service. IaaS means infrastructure as a service. All these models will be covered with the cloud computing. At the time of cloud computing, I will teach you AWS cloud also. Okay, some basics of AWS cloud. If it is possible, if time will be there, I will teach you some basics of Azure cloud also. Okay, so but AWS cloud is included, but Azure will be optional based on your interest and based off my time. We will cover on Azure also. Okay, on the time I will tell you all these things. So see, cloud computing offers majorly 3 vendors: AWS, Azure, GCP. These 3 platforms are support for Snowflake storage and computing warehouse. Clear? So what is cloud? I think you can understand. Any questions? Please ask me up to now. One by one, do you have any questions? Please ask me up to now. Venkat Reddy, Hussein, Mani, Srinivas, Sumant. Please tell me some other example. In which place? Other example for on-premises and cloud. Okay, I will tell you one more example. Let's say you can choose. Do you know power generation with solar panels? Do you know power generation with solar panels? Please respond. Hussein.
Yes, sir.
What they will do? It will generate the power and it will supply the power to your home. Okay. Actually, power generation with your solar panel is a on-prem. Power generation with your solar panel is a on-prem. Right now, we are utilizing one power from government. That refers to cloud. Now tell me, what is best way? What is the best thing?
Getting power from government.
Why?
No need to install all the solar or a car.
Yes, sir. Actually, governments are suggesting you to set up a solar panels, but it is not good for us as of now in this present situation. So why? Because you need to invest more money. First of all, to purchase the panels and everything. Time, installation time also, it will take more time. Let's say, for example, your solar panels having a capacity of 50 megawatts generation, but you are using a 70 megawatts in your home. Limitation is there, na? You can't generate another 20 megawatts. Again, you want to go a purchasing of solar panels. Limitation is there. Let's say your solar panels are generating 50 megawatts, but you are utilizing 30 megawatts only. Now tell me, waste of resources is happened or not? Let's say a heavy rainfall was came. What will happen? No power generation and no disaster recovery. These are the problems. But if you talk about a government supplying the power, means nothing will happen. We don't pay anything. We'll just take the meter like a account. We'll just take the account. Same like that meter. And then we will utilize the power on next to 30 days. And after 30 days, you will get a one bill based on your usage, based on your units consumed. You need to pay that amount. If there is no power, we just call to the substation. They will take care about it. No maintenance, no investments, no limitation also. You want 50 units, you can consume 50 units. You want 100 units, you can consume 100 units. Yes or no? Please respond.
Yes, sir.
So that's
Yes,
what.
sir. We're responding in chat.
No, actually, I'm not. Every time I can't go and open that chart and everything. Na?
Okay.
So that's what.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
So actually, you asked the question. Na? That's why if you respond means I came to notice that whether you understanding or not.
Yes, sir. I get.
So that's what good for that. So that's what actually on-prem means you need to set up all the computer, CPUs, RAMs, ROMs, storage and everything. And you need to take care of everything. Maintenance overhead, everything. A limitation is there, definitely you need to purchase more. If wastes are there, you need to burden everything. Let's say, for example, IRCTC is there, na, sir. Okay. IRC, to run the IRCTC application, we need lots of servers on that particular application, sir. Yes or no? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Now tell me, every day 10,000 people are booking their tickets. Okay. But unfortunately, Deepavali and Dasra will came. On that day, how many tickets will book, sir?
More than 1,000.
More than 10,000. Lakhs of tickets, sir. More than 10,000. Let's say daily you are booking 10,000 people, 10,000 tickets means assume that 10 servers is enough to maintain the application. But on the Deepavali time, 1 lakh people means how many servers you need? Out of extra you need another 10 servers, another 100 servers you need. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Based on the calculation, 10 servers for 10,000, you want 1 lakh means 100 servers you need. Yes or no? Let's say you keep 100 servers. How many days Dasra will be available, sir? Next 1 week. After 1 week, again, how much traffic will be available for your IRCTs?
Only for 10,000.
Again 10,000. Now tell me what about 90 servers? What you will do?
Wastage.
You need to keep that in a storeroom, and featurely again you will come for Dasra or Deepavali or Sankranti, again you will use that servers. Investment is more. Waste of resources. Limitation is there. Somewhere limitation also there. If you buy 10,000 only means you can't serve on Diwali and Dasra time with 10 servers. These are the problems actually facing in the real time. Let's say, for example, you are the one of the person who are interested to start a startup company. A startup company means you have a good project, You want to maintain entire storages and applications and everything. Let's start with your 10 computers. So, but you are getting very flow on projects. 10 servers is enough. Again, you need to increase more servers. No? So let's say after 1 year, you set up one big company, okay, based on your project flow. After one year, you in your office there you have 100 servers. 100 employees are working. Not 100, 1,000 servers, 1,000 employees are working. Got my point?
Yes, sir.
Okay. After 1 year, 1,000 servers are there, 1,000 employees are working. Unfortunately, gradually reducing your projects. Your projects are reducing. You're not getting a huge projects, small projects only. What you will do? What you will do, sir?
We will reduce the employees.
Kept on purchasing of servers.
No, sir. Nowadays, what happens, sir? Recession. At the time of recession, what they are doing?
We'll remove the unnecessary employees.
Yes, removing the unnecessary employees. Okay, removing the unnecessary employees by showing the yellow card or wild card. Okay, yellow card or pink card. Okay, fine. But how I will remove the unnecessary or unused systems? If I try to sell it also, they will ask you 50% only. How much money you invested on the infrastructure? ఎంప్లాయీని అయితే తీయగలరు కానీ సర్వర్స్ని తీయగలరా సార్ మీరు? సర్వర్స్ మీద పెట్టిన ఖర్చుని తీయగలరా?
No.
These all are the problems actually. On the on-prem, these all are the problems. That's why people are looking for cloud computing. Cloud computing is nothing but rental purpose. Rental. We will get all the resources via rental. Nothing, sir. Cloud computing is not other technologies, sir. Actually, they are tent houses. Do you know tent house? Do you know tent house, sir?
Yes, sir.
Same like that, sir. Same like the tent houses only. In our tent houses, you will get a big bowls and big like what we call tent and other things, which was related to the food cookings and marriage functions. But here, with the cloud computing, you'll get all the services related to your IT industry. All the resources related to your IT industry. Got my point?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So now, sir, for understanding purpose, I am telling all these things, sir. Okay. Now see, that's what cloud computing. Now see Snowflake. Sir, what is the relation between Snowflake with cloud computing? Sir, Snowflake is a one cloud data warehouse, na sir? Yes or no? Please respond,
Yes, sir.
anybody.
Yes, sir.
Data warehouse. Okay. Cloud data warehouse. Okay, fine. Data warehouse means, sir? Please tell me what is data warehouse, sir?
It's like a database which will store huge data.
It is maintaining a huge and bulk of data. That means what they need, sir?
Servers.
Yes or no? And also the storage, bulk of storage will be processed or transformed or queried with the help of computing, sir. Yes or no? That means whatever it may be, data warehouse need two resources mostly. One is computing and other one is storage. Did you accept these things, sir? Anybody? Do you have any questions up to now? Please ask me. Sir, is Python knowledge required for learning Snowflake? And what is the Snowpark feature? I will explain you later. Bharat, I will explain you after this class. Okay. So just please ask your questions at the slide only. So at the end of the class, after 10 to 15 minutes, I will give you question and answers for next 10 minutes. Okay. Bharat, okay. Yes. Do you have any questions? Please unmute your thing and ask your questions. Why? Because every time I want to see the chat box means it is not possible. So first Bharat, any questions? Padmaja, any questions? Shiva Madhav, any questions?
No, sir. I don't know.
DB, D Bala, D Bala. Do you have any questions?
No, sir. No, sir.
Thank you. Thank you. So, 1 second. Now, come back to the, what about Venkat Reddy, Hussein, Mani, Sumant?
No, sir.
Good.
No, sir.
Now, data warehouse is nothing but it is a one type of database. It is need to maintain a huge and bulk of data, and you need to process your data also. For maintaining a huge and bulk of data coming from the different ranges, we need a storage, and to process and to query the data, we need a computing. So that means we needed two major resources for data warehouse. One is computing and other one is storage. One is computing and other one is storage. And these two resources, these are two major resources provided by a cloud computer, provided by a cloud vendors, cloud vendors. Like major cloud vendors are AWS,
AWS, Azure,
Azure,
Google Cloud.
GCP. So that means I already told you they are providing, cloud vendors are providing a computing resources and storage resources as a rental purpose. Same like that for Snowflake also. For Snowflake data warehouse need a storage and computing. That storage and computing will be provided by any one of cloud, any one of your cloud. So if you want interested to go with AWS, you can go with AWS. If you want to go with Azure, you can go with Azure. If you want to go with GCP, you can go with GCP. Now see, try to check with, go to the software, go to the snowflake.com. So while creating the account, start free account. See here, start free account. So create your account, for example, Ravi classes 28. Ravi classes, for example, 28@gmail.com. Company, XYZ company. Role, any role you can select. India, continue. See here, it is choosing any standard or enterprise, whatever means enterprise. Now see, choose your cloud provider for storage and computing. Choose your cloud vendor for storage and computing. Azure, AWS or cloud. If you choose any cloud, for example, choosing AWS in Singapore region or other region also, you can select your region, any region. So desired region. So for example, for India, Singapore is very nearer. So just go with the Singapore only. So there is no India, serve India. There is no Mumbai or something like that. Singapore is the region as of now, supporting for Snowflake. So choose a Singapore region. So that get started. So if you go with get started, for your Ravi classes 27 account, Ravi classes 28 account, okay, they are, AWS is providing computing and storage. Got my point? Now, if you choose AWS means AWS will be provided a computing in the form of EC2. EC2 is a service, sir. Service in AWS. Computing service in AWS, sir. Computer service in AWS. Got my point?
Yes, sir.
Now storage. Storage means S3. S3 is the service. Storage service in AWS. Got my point? Like that in Azure, for example, if you choose a Azure, this is AWS, sir. And this is, for example, Azure means Azure. There we have a VM. VM is a computer, sir. VM is a computer service. And data lake or Azure blobs. Okay, blobs are storage resource, storage service, sir. Storage service. Got my point? Sir, if you go with GCP, sir, GCP means, again, VM is the computer service, and Google Drive or Google Storage will be considered as a Google Storage as a storage service.
Excuse me, sir. VM means virtual machine, sir.
Yes, virtual machine. The service name is VM, actually.
Okay.
In Azure and GCP, the service name is called as a VM. But storage service name is here data lake or blobs. Here in the GCP, VM or Google Storage. Yes. Clear? Anything you can choose. Anything you can choose at the time of installation of your account. Okay, company is trying to create one Snowflake account. So at the time of Snowflake account creation, you need to choose your cloud provider. So that choosing, they will provide your computing and storage. So that with the help of Snowflake and a combination of cloud vendor, Snowflake data warehouse will do the warehouse operations like storing use and bulk of data and computing your data. Got my point? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
So why, sir, every time you are talking about computer storage, why, sir? Sir, actually, in the olden days, on the on-prem, this computer and storage will become on one server, sir. Call it as a one node. Node means one server. Node means one server. It will become on one node, sir. Let's say this is one node, sir. Here you want a computer like 2 GB. So you can go with 2 GB. You want storage like 1 TB. You can go with 1 TB. So this entirely will come as a one node. So that again you want a computer means again you need to purchase entire node. Entire node you need to purchase. Again you want to increase a storage means, so you unnecessarily you need to increase the computer also. Storage computer also. Got my point? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
So increase it.
Oh, sir, I have not got your point.
Actually, in the olden days, in the on-prem or olden days, what will happen means, let's say you want to store the data, huge amount of data means you need a storage. You want a computing, and you need that means you need to do some query and transformation. We need a computer. Yes or no? You got my point now? 1 second.
Yes, sir.
Is it okay? To store
Okay,
bulk
okay.
of data, we need a storage. To process and to query and to transform our data, we need a computer. Okay. So in the olden data warehouses, what will happen means, on-prem data warehouses, you want to use storage means, for example, you believe that 1 TB is enough. Okay. You are getting some around 1 TB storage. That's why you believe 1 TB is enough and you purchase 1 TB. Along with 1 TB, you will get only 2 GB of computer power. 2 GB of RAM only. 2 GB of RAM only. So now this 2 GB of RAM is not sufficient. Not sufficient to process and to transform the data. That time what you will do? Sir, your RAM is not sufficient, sir. What you will do, sir? Your computer is very
We will
slow.
increase
to
the
do
RAM,
operations.
sir.
You will increase the
We'll
RAM.
upgrade.
You will just increase the RAM. Yes or no? But in the olden traditions, what will happen means, if you want to increase the RAM, you want to increase the storage also. They are dependent. Let's say computer is enough. Okay, fine. 2 GB is enough. Let's assume that 2 GB is enough. But storage is not enough. 1 TB is not sufficient. Now what you will do? You will increase the storage. But unfortunately here, if you want to increase the storage means, again you need to increase the computer also. Why? Because they are dependent. They are come with along with one node. Combinedly they will get. If you want to update means, you want to combinedly need to update. You need to change everything. You need to change everything. You need to reconfigure everything. These are the dependent things. But nowadays in the cloud computing, these are separate. These are separate. If you want to increase the computer, you can increase the computer. If you want to increase the storage, you can increase the storage. Got my point?
Yes, sir.
They are not dependent. They are independent. They are independent. If your computer is very slow, you just go with the computer RAM increasing. Your storage is dying, so that you can increase your storage. Independently, they will grow. Clear? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Now see here, as I said, computer is nothing but CPU and RAM, sir. So anybody knows this one, sir? Computer is nothing but computer is nothing but CPU and RAM. That's it. But what is storage, sir? Anybody knows storage?
Hard disk.
Not hard disk, sir, actually. There is a name. That are external things. Hard disks are external things. There we call it as a ROM. Anybody knows about it? Heard about it at least? No, you know that things. Do you remember that things?
Yes, sir.
CPU and RAM consider as a computer, whereas storage is a ROM. Actually, CPU means computing power. RAM is a temporary storage. RAM is a temporary storage, sir. This is a temporary storage. And whereas ROM is a permanent storage, sir. Permanent storage. So every computer having a temporary storage as well as a computer storage. Now tell me here, every time I am talking about a computer means what it is, sir? Only CPU and RAM, sir. No ROM, sir. CPU and RAM. No ROM, sir. ROM is a storage, sir. Got my point? Got my point or not?
Yes, sir. Yes, yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
ఏమొద్దు క్లాస్లో ఉన్నాను. Sorry. So every time, see here in the olden traditions, CPU and RAM, along with CPU and RAM, ROM needs to be increased, sir. If you want to increase the ROM, CPU and RAM will also come along with that. But here, if you want to increase the CPU and RAM, you can increase. If you want to increase the ROM, you can increase. Got my point?
Yes, sir.
Sir, one question, sir. At last, one question, 5 minutes, I will close it, sir. So, and I will give the chance for asking your questions. So, I will ask you one question, sir. Is ROM is necessary to do your operations?
No, sir. Only for storage it's required.
Yes. To store the data, is computer is necessary?
Yes, sir.
RAM is enough. Yes, to process your data, okay, computer, one device is needed. But here, one thing you need to remember, without a permanent storage, we can do your operations. You can query your data. We can transform your data. When this permanent storage, ROM will be considerable if you want to store your data. Sir, your mind is also on computer, sir. Sir, not mind, sir. Your brain, sir. So in the last class and every time I will confuse with mind and brain. Sorry, sir. So your brain, sir. Your brain is on computer, sir. Do you know that thing? Did you believe that thing? Did you accept that thing?
Yes, sir.
Why your brain is your computer? So see, sir, your brain having a lot of information, sir. It stores lot of information, sir. So, and your brain consists of a temporary storage, sir, permanent storage, sir. Temporary storage and permanent storage, sir. So anybody asking a question means somewhere you will search for your temporary storage, sir. Somewhere you will search for the permanent storages also. For example, if I ask you to tell A, B, C, D alphabets, you will search for the permanent storage, sir. Yes or no? Yes or no? If I ask you
Yes,
tell
sir.
A alphabets, what you will do? You will go and search your permanent storage, ROM.
Yes, sir.
Now tell me A equals to 1, B equals to 2, A equals to, sorry, C, A equals to 1, B equals to 2, C equals to A plus B. What is C?
3, sir.
How you are telling? Where you are
Based
searching?
on operations.
You are
Based on
searching from-
calculations.
Yes, calculation okay, but how you are getting that C value? You are searching from temporary storage, sir. Why? Because you store A value and B value on temporary storage. Got my point?
Yes, sir.
You are not using permanent storage here. Why? Because A value will be changed on tomorrow. B value will be changed on tomorrow. That's why you are not using permanent storages. That's why you just store the data in temporary storage. A equals to 1, B equals to 2. And again, immediately, if I ask C equals to A plus B means, you are saying C equals to 3 means, why? Because you are searching for temporary storage. Same like that, sir. We need a computer, we need a storage. So computer having a temporary storage, sir, to do the operations and to maintain a temporary activities. And there we have a permanent storage, sir, to process a use and bulk of data to maintain a large time period, sir. So these two resources will be provided by any cloud vendor, which was present cloud vendors like AWS, Azure, and GCP to the Snowflake. Clear? That's why Snowflake, we call it as a cloud data warehouse. Cloud data warehouse. Now, sir, Snowflake is a cloud data warehouse and they are taking the help of AWS, Azure, GCP, sir. Sir, why, sir? Why we need to go with Snowflake, sir? It is taking the help of third parties like AWS, Azure, GCP. Why we are going with Snowflake? What is the purpose we need to go with Snowflake? Why? Because AWS having a own product called Redshift, Azure having a own product called Synopsys, GCP we having a own product called BigQuery. Sir, instead of going with their own products, why we are going with Snowflake? So why Snowflake means we will see on tomorrow. So we will see on tomorrow. So do you have any questions? You can ask me now one by one. So first I will answer the question for Bharat. Sir, is Python knowledge is required for learning Snowflake and what is Snowpark features? So actually, Python is required for any technology, sir. First thing is not for Snowflake. It is required for any technology. To automate the process, to go with huge operations, we need a Python. So that every technology people needs to learn some basics of Python first. Okay. So as of suddenly, right now you need this Python means no need. Why? Because still people are migrating to the Snowflake and people are working with SQLs only. There we have a SQL query. So we can use NoSQL query on the Snowflake. So many companies are using and still working on the NoSQL only, not on Python. So Snowpark is the feature of in Snowflake. Okay, it is one of the best features actually. So still people are not using Snowpark. Okay, so in olden in a future, if it is necessary, definitely I will teach you in the classes itself. Even you will get one more chance. Okay, as of now we are not using means in next 6 months we are going to use the Snowpark. Okay, at that time I will teach the classes. That class also updated in your drive. You can get access to that Snowpark again. So here you can keep on updating yourselves, okay, within our drive itself, within our classes itself. No problem with that. As of now, it is one of the feature implemented on the Snowflake. There is a lot of features, lot of integration possibilities are there. So, but people are still working on user-defined classes, UDF, and like we can go with what you call store procedures like that only, not Snowpark. Okay, so in future people are using means definitely I will teach that also. Okay, as of now we are not teaching that Snowpark features, one of the best features, but still I am not using that one. Python knowledge means definitely it's on based on your interest. All of suddenly I am not saying that definitely it is needed. Okay, but somewhere every technology needs this Python. So if you learn some basics means that's enough, no problem. What about Shomado?
How is the current market on Snowflake, sir, as of now?
As of now, keep on increasing the Snowflake market, sir. Actually, frankly, in India, Snowflake market was not yet started hugely. Yes, now started. Okay, so now people are getting only US projects. Okay, and companies are working on US projects only. Okay, they are still not developing the own products and no own things. Okay, so maybe we are expecting in next 3 to 4 months a huge crowd for the Snowflake. Huge crowd for the Snowflake.
Yes.
But there is a lot of projects, even though it is USA also, there is a lot of projects.
Okay, sir.
Bala, please fill the form. I ping that one URL in your message chat box. Please fill that form. Bala.
Okay, sir.
Shivmadhav, if you're not, please fill that form. Shivmadhav.
Yes, sir, I will do, sir, post the class.
So, do you have any questions? Please ask me. Bala, Madhav.
Sir, we have to learn SQL also for this now.
Recorded.
I'm sorry.
We have to learn SQL simultaneously with Snowflakes.
No need, no need.